How's everybody doing, boxing fans? My name is Damian Kenny. I'm the founder of One Punch Knockout Boxing Gym, Top Breed Fighters. Um, I never recorded a boxing talk show video, but I had to. This guy from Enter the Arena is a pretty dedicated fan, and I was originally listening to a show because I like that. It's not too many people that's that dedicated to boxing. But the more and more I listened and watched the show, I just noticed how biased this guy was for Pacquiao against Mayweather. And like just how much, you could just feel the hate. Like, seriously, it's like everything this guy does or don't do, he knocks it. And most of the shit is so like uneducated guesses. Like, for instance, I just watched an interview where he's saying, how come Mayweather won't sign a $5 million contract? Listen, it's clear. The dude not dirty. We all know this. But if he can throw his opponent off for 30 seconds, digging into nonsense, that's complete nonsense, and concerned with that, if he can take him off of his job for 5 minutes, why not? If it's that easy. If it's that easy to get under these guys' skin, why not do it? You know what I mean? Like, he made himself so many more millions by stalling this fight. Via whatever reason you want to say. But by stalling this fight, he put himself in so much of a bigger position. It's ridiculous. So why not? If it's the whole thing with, in my opinion, having Alex Ariza stating that the fight wasn't going to happen and they were looking at Cotto and other, all that did was kept Pacquiao out of the gym, 100% focusing on Mayweather because he was considering that the fight wouldn't happen. That's gamesmanship. That's smart. And it's weak for Enter the Arena, for Bob Arum, for Pacquiao, for everyone to allow it to get in their head. It's weak if you ask me. It shows weakness. You know what I mean? And I like Pacquiao. I do. I have nothing against him. And I swear, prior to knowing that it was only a short period of time for Pacquiao to get prepared for the absolute biggest fight possible, I gave Pacquiao a really good chance to win. Full training camp. No distractions, not letting distractions take control over the situation enough to put it out in the media. All that is like really, really, really bitchy stuff. You know where I'm coming from? It's just, it's shit that the fact that he's letting it leak to the media shows everyone involved and everyone around he's annoyed. That's a day loss. Mayweather good. He's training, he's focused every day. Just setting little traps, post traps that these guys keep falling into. I don't get it. Like, I'm not a part of the situation linked to where I know inside info, but come on, man. This is like child's play. Makes no sense for anybody to be this gullible on that big of a level. But anyways, my opinion of the fight at this point, honestly, this whole Mayweather don't have legs, this guy can move around for 12 rounds. It's not that big of a deal. Mayweather has problems with southpaws. It's not that he had so much problems with him. It's just hard to look good against him. It's hard to dominate. You know what I mean? It's hard to stay 100% relaxed the way he's became accustomed to with, let's say, right-handed and particular Mexican fighters. You know what I mean? Every culture has their way of doing things. Just short for instance, most black guys, black fighters raised like in the black community, they have like a certain rhythm. They have a certain time and a certain bounce, a certain, most Mexican fighters known to have a certain aggressiveness, body shots, come straight forward. You know, Russian fighters have this whole theory of being like extremely strong, and when you watch almost every uh European fighter shadow boxing, you can pretty much see the similarities. You know what I mean? It's like we all have our ways of doing things. Mayweather mastered the timing and the typical way a Mexican fighter fights. That's why he took the toughest of them all, just about, other than the ones that the corporates were trying to force on him. That's the thing I respect about Mayweather the most. He risked everything to not allow the corporate boxing world force him into doing certain things. You know what I mean? Like 8-9 years ago, this guy stood up and did not allow Bob Arum and HBO and the background to force him into fighting Antonio Margarita. Guess what would have happened if he would have? Seriously, it would have been over then. You know why? Because this guy was cheating. This guy was cheating, and you know what I mean? Like, if just imagine if he would have forced that. Honestly, you guys blame Mayweather for everything, but boxing would not be what it is right now today had it not been for Mayweather. Had it not been for who might be the next Mayweather, who might be able to beat Mayweather. We would not be watching boxing on NBC had it not been for Mayweather. Entered the arena. Stop kicking that guy, man. Praise him. Pacquiao could not do this for boxing when Pacquiao was stopping everyone. By the way, at a time when he was stopping everyone, he came up with this whole theory and his peoples that he just didn't like needles. He was afraid of needles, and that was it. So he was willing not to do the fight at that time because of that. During the stretch of period where he ended majors careers, the Ricky Hatton's done after Pacquiao, he beat Cotto half to death, you know what I mean? Ended Oscar De La Hoya's career, things like that. After the whole let's take random drug test things came up, tell me how many knockouts Pacquiao's had since. How many people left with their face just mutilated? And here's the thing. I believe, you can take more punishment when you're on enhancement drugs, and you can dish out more punishments when you're on enhancement drugs. And even though Pacquiao's bounce, his output, his rhythm haven't changed, he's not getting the stoppages the way he was before the drug test conversations started circulating. That's just food for thought, But anyways, I mean, for those who don't know and don't have common sense, what Mayweather doing is gamesmanship, and it's taking even an hour, a day, 2 days. It's taking an hour, a day, or 2 days of focus away from the main job, focusing on the toughest test you will ever have, ever. And I'll tell you this, everybody know Bradley did not win either fight. Clearly, Bradley, in my opinion, C+, B- fighter. He didn't win either one of those fights, but for sure he won 4-5 rounds, for sure. You mean to tell me the main Pacquiao supporters don't believe that Mayweather cannot win 7 rounds against a now older Pacquiao? Really? I mean, seriously, think about that. Like, I don't see no way possible that the best fighter on the planet can't win 7 rounds against the same guy that Bradley, in some judges' eyes, won a full decision against. But, that's my opinion. That's what I think. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? It's just not possible. Like I wrote this on my Facebook. I give Pacquiao a firm 5-round window. If he can't hurt, knock down, stop Mayweather within those 5 rounds, there's no way possible he will win. No way possible. No way. Mayweather is much too good, and he'll be much too good at 45 than Pacquiao it would be today. You know what I mean? The guy is not just athletic. He is a thinker. He has multiple options. Like, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, the gears